Good afternoon, everybody. We're live from Gulf Shores, Alabama, and we are just north of the eye wall here, and I'll show you that here. So let's do a real quick radar briefing. So basically, it's a Cat 1 hurricane. It's continued to make its way to the northeast. The eye's about 35 miles to our southwest here, and this is from the Gulf Shore areas. The eye's just about 26 miles southwest of us now, still coming to the northeast. Winds are gusting anywhere from about, well, actually, they're coming up. Let's see what we've got here. So it looks like the winds over Gulf Shores right now. We got pretty intense gusts. I'll take you outside in a second. About 60 to 70 miles an hour on the right front quarter. And we've got gusts now. Looks like this. We got gusts in 85 to 90, 95 mile an hour winds are now building on the northeast side of the hurricane. So the hurricane is intensifying a little bit. It's gotten much better organized. You know, the backside, the winds are out of the north at about 79 to 80 miles an hour on the backside. So what's happening here is we've got the winds coming offshore on the backside from Pascagoula, probably the west side of the Mobile Bay. The winds are offshore, pushing the water. Right here's the eye. This is onshore flow. We have large battering waves, damaging waves, and storm surge that is pounding from Gulf Shores, the western tip of Gulf Shores, all along the coast here, all the way over to Gulf Breeze, as well as Pensacola, all the way over to Navarre Beach. But this whole area right here, just to the northeast of the eye, large pounding waves. We have storm surge. We've already got roads blocked, impassable immediately east of me here, about 3 to 4 blocks east of Gulf Shores. Water's coming over the way on the backside of the bay. And so we're going to go outside here, but we'll loop this and you'll watch this eye as it's been slowly making its way northeast all day. It's been stalled, and you can see it's slowly coming to the northeast now. So it's going to continue to track to the northeast. We're going to go outside here in just a second. So hurricane continues. Hurricane Sally. We're going to go outside here and look at what's going on. And right now we're in a parking garage, kind of on the east side, and I've already got these large battery waves there. They're kind of hard. We're in a third. I'm in a third-story parking garage. And you can see that those waves are anywhere from 10 to 15 feet coming ashore here. And the water, we're in low tide right now, and we'll be back to high tide closer to 10 o'clock. So as the eye's approaching this evening, the entire ocean's going to rise about another probably 3 to 4 feet. And we've already got water runoff kind of reaching the top here. And as that happens, what's happening is it'll run through here, through this between the buildings here, and then this will breach out. Let me take you to the other side of the building here. The winds are really strong now. This other direction looks like the winds maybe even coming around a little bit more northerly, northeasterly here. And the water will surge between these buildings and go up the street. East of here, the water is already coming from the backside of the bay, coming across 90 here, back to my east of Gulf Shores. And again, if you look at these waves, I'm up on the third story here, and these waves are just below the height of this pole right here, which is 20 feet off the ground. Those waves are 15 feet breakers coming ashore now, just south of southeast Gulf Shores. We were out west of Gulf Shores today, and I can tell you there's a lot of debris in the water. There's boardwalks, and there's back porches, and there's docks breaking, both on the bay side, back to the north here of Gulf Shore, as well as the ocean side. There's debris all up and down the coast here from boardwalks breaking and fences coming loose, and there's lots of debris in the water, and the waves are extremely vicious. I was out on the beach probably about 2 hours ago, and the water is very, very vicious. Extreme rip currents all along the coastline here, extreme beach erosion, and the Gulf Shore areas back to my west and east here. It's cut away the beach, very heavy pounding surf waves, and the beaches had taken a huge beating all along the coast here this evening and today during the day. And as this hurricane continues to make its way up toward the northeast here, the eye looks like it's going to pass. The new 5 o'clock advisory has the eye just west of me here, about 5 miles west of Gulf Shores. At about 1 in the morning to 3 in the morning, the eye should be coming to shore. I think it's going to be here actually in about the next 3 to 4 hours. We're going to be in the northeast eye wall, and the winds are going to be gusting probably close to between 80 and maybe gusts 100. And that's what the radar shows. Right here, here's a blow off from this building now, and you can see the wind blow up, and the wind's getting. What's happening there, Jeff? Okay, something's about to come off the top of the building here. You can see the roof. The roof, we had roofs west of here. We're already coming. I had roofs peeling off the back west of here about an hour and a half ago, and that's when the winds were about 50. And now the winds are getting up to probably closer to 70 miles an hour. But the 80 and 90 mile an hour winds are coming towards us in the next 3 to 4 hours. So things are rapidly going down here. And as you see, look at how rough that ocean is. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. I'm gonna take you to another part of the parking garage if I can get over here. See if I can do that without. Yeah, the spray is really bad. Looks like my winds are changing directions from the kind of from the northeast. I'm coming around more to the northeast. That might be a sign that the eye may pass very close to us, or maybe just to my south. It's a possibility because my winds are trying to come around. They were around the northeast, and now we're trying to come around to north-northeast. So it might be a sign that the eye may end up trying to go just south of me, maybe. It's going to be a really close call. The eye's going to go right over us, over our area, or maybe just barely east of me. And we'll watch those winds, how they switch around. But I can tell you the waves are really huge battering waves. So we're gonna start having flying debris. Matter of fact, we've already seen some. I got hit with a part of a palm tree a while ago. Was down lower. I have water. I have back to my north Gulf Shores here, about 6 blocks of the T right here off the ocean. We've got some homes and some areas already under about 3 foot of water. And a lot of areas on the bay. The bay is already breached in many locations, and water's going into condos, some businesses, and also just in some other residential area. This whole area from Gulf Shores, either side of Gulf Shores, about 30 miles. The bay side, the water is encroaching on many homes and businesses, and it's already probably anywhere from about a foot deep in a lot of residential areas right along the dock areas, both east and west of Gulf Shores. Over the last 2 hours, I can tell you the water was already up about anywhere from a foot to 2 foot in a lot of condos on the bay side. So that's continuing to rise as these look at the waves here. These are large pounding waves, and it's just going to get worse over the next 3 to 6 hours as the eye continues to approach and the winds get up to closer to 90 to 100 miles an hour, which will occur over the next 3 to 4 hours. Storm surge right here. Last I saw was about 49 feet on the storm surge, I believe. But a lot of times when these hurricanes jog, there's 2 things that's happened that's critical this afternoon. Is first of all, the storm keeps turning to the right. It's the position keeps moving to the right, so it's going to take less of a threat toward Mobile Bay, and downtown Mobile is going to have less of a threat, but probably some storm surge because they're going to have offshore winds in Mobile Bay westward. Pascagoula, same thing, offshore flow on the backside of the eye. But anything that's on the front side and just to the right of the eye, which should be Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, the Pensacola, prepare for very damaging storm surge as well as very destructive winds and water inundation, probably 49 feet from Gulf Shores eastward over to over to just east of us here, Orange Beach and Pensacola area. That's areas that's going to receive huge damaging waves and 49 feet storm surge. The bay, the problem is the bay. It's not just from the ocean side, the bay, because the winds have been out of the east, northeast all afternoon here at about 50 to 70. The water is really high. It's piled in really high. And now that water doesn't have anywhere to go. And now the winds have picked up even stronger. So it's surging that water westward and down the bay that runs east-west here on the north side of the island. And it's gotten a lot crazier. We're going to reposition here, maybe go upstairs a little bit. I can tell you it is really blowing hard here at this parking garage. The winds are probably 65, maybe gusts to 70 now at Gulf Shores. The winds are picking up stronger and stronger. It's almost whiteout conditions now. We'll have to get the lights going here pretty soon, but I do expect some power flashes and flying debris probably within the next couple of hours. Moving onshore, we're gonna get to 80 to 100 mile an hour winds probably in about 2 to 4 hours from now. And as that occurs, then the damage is going to start occurring, as well as that's when the water's going to start overrunning the roads and in between the buildings here. But that's what's going on here right now. And what we're going to do is let me show you that the wind's actually picking up. Let me try to see if I can hide behind this wall here. You can see everything's blowing really hard now. Look at the wind whipping around between these houses and buildings, and pretty strong. Everything offshore, you see everything's ripping off here. The rain is very heavy here now. The whole ocean, since I've been here the last 30 minutes, the entire ocean has went up probably about, at least 2 feet. The entire ocean went up 2 feet, and now the large battery waves on top of it. And you can see it won't take very much more, maybe another foot. And as soon as the water gets to even with this top of this dune here, then the water's going out to the highway here, out to the road. It's going to go right between these buildings out to the road. That's what's going to happen. So we're going to go underwater here. That's why I'm up on the second, third floor. I fully expect water in this building down here. But the building I'm in, I expect water in the first floor of this building, in this condo building. No, not on Periscope right now. Just YouTube only right now. We'll probably start Periscope here in a little bit. You guys will hang on a minute. We're going to go to a second location here. We're going to hang on. We're going to go to a different location now. Wow. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear everything okay? Just bear with us here. Just bear with me here. I got to reposition. Kind of a tight place here. Sounds like a generator's running. I can tell you earlier, about an hour ago, we had there were several areas that had. Open this upper deck here. Hang on, it's going to get kind of wild right here. We're going to go outside. We're going to go up one deck. It's crazy. Look at the water coming off this brook here. When's it going to make landfall? Well, it's moving real slow. It's moving northeast about 4 miles an hour. Probably about 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, landfall. It looks like it's picking up its speed. I'm going to say it's going to make landfall about, could be as late as midnight. I mean, because it's moving, and the eye is so big right now. It could be several hours. Let me get my windshield wipers going here. And it's going to be pretty crazy up here on this upper deck. I mean, the wind's coming off around this thing. It's really crazy here. Got rain X on the wind in, all that good stuff. I'm going to say about official forecast is that 1 o'clock in the morning, it's about 25 miles west, southwest. That's the center of the storm. That's the lead in. So I'm going to say the really bad stuff's going to be in this area in Gulf Shores. It's bad here now, but the super extreme stuff, I'm going to say 6 now. I'm going to say 8 through about 11 o'clock. It should be really, really 8 to midnight. This is going to be super extreme here. That's my best information right now. Let's see if we can get this to. The wind's just really crazy here, folks. I don't think I can go outside. Let me see if I can turn the car another way, because this is I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Let me try another way here. Let's see if I can do this. Thank you for support there.
Hey Corey, my game's just a little bit taller than yours on my muffler. But yeah, I agree.
Wind. Yeah, Gulf Shores, Alabama. So this is the area you see the radar continues to loop, and if we stop the loop here, the radar it's from Gulf Shores, the North Eye wall is about 25, roughly about 25 miles to 30 miles southwest about, call it 30 miles, 26 to 30 miles southwest of Gulf Shores. And what's going to happen, the car is rocking really hard right now, that the intense bands, this northwest eye wall as well as this northeast eye wall is really good, where the damage is going to be. Okay, that's, again, anywhere on the northeast side where you have these extreme wind values. As you can see, the eye is getting really, really defined, and it's really looking good now. It's getting tighter and tighter, and the winds are really getting stronger. Wow, the car is walking really hard right now. See all these high winds right now up in this general area. We're 60, probably 60, 65, and we get these heavy gusts coming in. So we're probably gusting to 65. Look out my window now, folks. And it's just, oh, I need to do something. Okay, hang on a second, folks. Just bear with me here. Just a minute. I'll solve that problem real quick. I just fix a little problem. We're back live. There we go. Winds are pretty hard here. But anyway, it's winds are continuing to blow here, and it's picking up in intensity. We'll see what happens here. It's just going to get much, much worse. What I'm going to do, you guys have a little bit of an update right now what's going on. What I'm going to do, look at the water on top here. So what I'm going to do, the fresh water, man, the water, it's like 3 inches deep on this upper deck here, parking garage. It's drained off as soon as it can. But anyway, I'm going to let the stream go just for a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple things done, and we'll bring the stream back out to see how things are going. How things are going as we get a couple hours from now, and we can kind of go from there, and we can kind of figure out what we're going to do from that point forward. Okay, babe, I'll let you go. Okay, I'll restart it. Bye.